Dear students, let's understand one more topic of statistical analysis, that is correlation. As you know that mean, median and mode are based upon one type of variable. Such type of statistical analysis are known as univariate analysis. However, there are certain statistical analysis which are based upon two variables. Such type of analysis are known as bivariate analysis. If we study two variables, we can measure the strength of relationship as well as we can predict the change in one variable that is going to lead the change in another variable. So strength can be measured by the correlation while the prediction is possible via regression. So how many types of correlation are there? So based upon different criteria, we have different types of correlation parameter. So in this slide, as you can see, if we are studying two variables, so such type of correlation is known as simple correlation. But if we are studying three or more than three variables, such type of correlation is known as multiple correlation. Third type is partial correlation, in which we study two variables in presence of third or other variables. Such type of correlation is known as partial. Next type of correlation is depending upon how the variables are changing. Suppose increase in one variable led to increase in another variable. That type of correlation is known as positive correlation. If increase in one variable led to decrease in another variable, such type of correlation is known as negative correlation. If variables are changing at random and there is no correlation, such type of relationship is known as no correlation. So this is second type of different types of correlation. Then third type of different type of correlation is linear and curvilinear correlation. In linear correlation, change in one variable led to change in another variable, and the ratio of change between the two variables is constant throughout the values. So such type of relationship is known as linear relationship. However, non-linear or curvilinear relationship means that amount of change in one variable does not bear constant ratio of to the amount of change in other variable. That means one variable is changing, leading to change in another variable, but the ratio of change is not constant throughout the range. So such type of relationship is known as curvilinear relationship or curvilinear correlation. It is also known as non-linear relationship. So there are three different types of correlation. First is based upon how many variables we are studying, then direction of the change in variables, then third is ratio of the change in variables. So this is type 1. In this type we have three different types of correlation. This is type 2. In this we have three different types of correlation. In this type 3 we have two different types of correlation. So now we will understand the quantification of the correlation. The first scientist who gave the formula for the quantification of the correlation is Carl Pearson. He gave the formula to calculate the correlation value. That formula he defined as a coefficient of correlation. If you see, this formula is quite complicated, but if you closely look into the formula, you can see that there is one parameter, that is x, then there is another parameter, that is y, and that is third parameter, that is x and y. So by dividing this formula in three different parts, you can easily remember this formula. Don't forget to add root also. So linear correlation coefficient actually measures the R. As you know that correlation is denoted by small r value. So the value of R ranges from -1 to 1. The +1 represents the perfect positive correlation. 0 value represent that there is no correlation, and negative value represent a perfect negative correlation. So basically, correlation coefficient tell us about the strength or how strong a relationship present between the two variables. So what are the rules for declaration of the result? If the R computed is more than R tabular at 5% probability of error, that means the relationship is significant. If the R computed is more than R tabular at 1%, that means that relationship is highly significant. And if the R computed is less than R tabular at 5%, that means there is non-significant relationship. So let us understand the correlation coefficient using one more example. Suppose we have X variable as plant height, and this plant height is given for different observations. There are 20 observations, and another variable number of flower, that is Y. So 20 observations of the Y is also present. So we want to understand whether these two variables are correlated or not. So to understand or to calculate the coefficient of correlation, we have to calculate the square values and we have to multiply. So in the next rows, as you can see, we have calculated the x square, y square, and multiplication, that is x and y. These calculations are done using simple calculator, and then finally we have to give a summation of all these different rows. So now we have summation ex, summation ey, summation ex square, summation ey square, and summation xy. So these values we need for our formula. So if we place our values, calculated values in the previous table in the Pearson's formula, and we calculate or solve these values, then we arrive at the result, that is R is equal to 0.908. So our final result is R is equal to 0.908, and that means that there is a positive correlation between the two variables. Thank you for watching. If you have any query, you can reach me through email.